Suicide is a topic that many of us might shy away from, but it's crucial to confront it head on, especially considering how it affects individuals and communities across the globe. Now, when we look at this issue through the lens of Hinduism, we find a multifaceted perspective that combines spiritual beliefs with practical guidance. So let's dive into what Hinduism says about suicide and how it can help us understand this profound issue. First, we need to acknowledge that Hinduism is not a monolithic faith. It comprises a vast array of beliefs, practices, and interpretations. But one common thread is the belief in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, known as samsara. According to Hindu philosophy, life is a journey of the soul, which passes through various incarnations based on karma, the law of cause and effect. This means that every action has consequences, and our current life is shaped by the choices we made in past lives. So, when we talk about suicide, we need to consider how it fits into this larger framework. In many Hindu texts, suicide is viewed as a significant disruption of this cycle. The Bhagavad Gita, a key scripture, emphasizes the importance of duty and righteousness. It teaches that life is filled with challenges, and while suffering is a part of existence, it is essential to confront these struggles rather than escape them. The Gita suggests that each individual has a dharma, or duty, that they must fulfill, and abandoning this duty through suicide is seen as an evasion of one's responsibilities. It's not just about the individual, it's also about the impact on family, community, and the greater cosmic order. Now, this perspective doesn't mean that Hinduism dismisses the pain and suffering that can lead someone to contemplate suicide. The faith recognizes the reality of mental health struggles and the deep despair that can accompany them. In fact, Hindu teachings encourage compassion and understanding for those who are suffering. The concept of ahimsa or non-violence extends to oneself as well. Hurting oneself is seen as a violation of the principle of ahimsa. This doesn't mean that those who are struggling are judged harshly. Rather, there is an emphasis on seeking help and healing. Hinduism also provides a spiritual framework for coping with suffering. The idea of karma suggests that while we may not have control over the circumstances we face, we do have control over how we respond to them. This can be empowering. It encourages individuals to find meaning and purpose in their pain, to view their struggles as opportunities for growth. In this light, suicide is seen not as an escape, but as a premature ending to a journey that could lead to greater understanding and enlightenment. Moreover, Hindu rituals and practices often emphasize the importance of community and support. When someone is struggling, the community is called to rally around them, offering love, guidance, and assistance. This communal aspect is vital in Hinduism. It reflects the belief that we are all interconnected. The idea of seva, or selfless service, encourages individuals to reach out to those in need, fostering an environment where people feel supported and valued. This communal support can be a lifeline for someone who is experiencing suicidal thoughts. Let's also talk about the concept of moksha, or liberation. In Hinduism, the ultimate goal of life is to achieve moksha, which is the release from the cycle of samsara. Some may mistakenly think that suicide could be a shortcut to moksha, but this is a misunderstanding of the teachings. Moksha is attained through self-realization, understanding one's true nature, and living a life of righteousness. It's not something that can be achieved through an act of despair. Instead, it is a state of being that comes from deep inner work, spiritual practice, and the fulfillment of one's dharma. It's important to recognize that while Hinduism provides a framework for understanding suicide, it does not offer easy answers. The reality is that mental health issues are complex, and individuals may find themselves in places of profound pain that can cloud their judgment. In such moments, it's crucial to seek help, whether through counseling, therapy, or spiritual guidance. Hinduism encourages this pursuit of healing, reminding us that seeking support is not a sign of weakness but a courageous step toward recovery. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition within Hindu communities about the importance of mental health awareness. Many organizations and leaders are advocating for open discussions about mental health, breaking the stigma that often surrounds it. This is a positive shift as it aligns with the core Hindu values of compassion and understanding. It's about creating safe spaces where individuals can share their struggles without fear of judgment. As we reflect on what Hinduism says about suicide, let's remember that the teachings encourage us to embrace life, even amidst suffering. They remind us that every life has value and purpose, that our struggles can lead to growth, and that we are never truly alone in our pain. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out for help. There are people who care and resources available to support you. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and it's essential to hold on during the tough times, knowing that healing is possible. In closing, Hinduism offers a rich tapestry of insights on the subject of suicide, blending spiritual wisdom with practical guidance. It calls us to confront our struggles with courage, to seek connection and support, and to find meaning even in the darkest moments. Let's honor these teachings by fostering compassion, understanding, and open dialogue about mental health, ensuring that no one feels alone in their journey.